Hey guys, this is another video for my YouTube, and I'm just showing you what I do on my aquarium when I do a water change. And right now, I've got, what I do is I have a 5-gallon bucket, and when you use a 5-gallon bucket, you want to make sure the 5-gallon bucket is clean and does not have any debris in it, or has been used for like hauling oil in the bucket, or you don't want to get a bucket that's like had diesel fuel in it or something like that. You want to make sure you get a clean bucket that never had anything in it. Like you can go to Lowe's or Home Depot or even your local farm store and buy a 5-gallon bucket that is never been used for anything. It's just an empty 5-gallon bucket, and those are the best to use. And so what I'm doing right now is I take my siphon and go in the water, and to start my siphon, I just suck on the end of it a little bit like this. And as you can see, the water is now pouring into the bucket from the siphon. I don't know if you can see that very well. And then I use my siphon, and I get down in here like this, down in here real well. I don't know how well you can see, sorry. And just siphon up all that junk out of the gravel. See that dirt coming up? Just get that dirt out of your gravel. See how that's kind of clear because I already done that there. Basically, that's what I do until all the dirt's out of the aquarium. Well, I've already did my siphoning of the gravel, so I'm going to let it drain now. Just drain the water out, and I'm going to show you. I'm letting the water drain out, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I am back. Now as you can see, like I said before, I drained all my water down. I like to do big water changes. Big water changes are good for your aquarium. And it's not going to hurt your aquarium to do a big water change, because if you go to a pet store, don't listen to pet stores whatsoever. Don't go to like Petco, don't go to like Petco, PetSmart. Any big pet store chains like that will tell you, oh, doing big water changes is horrible for your aquarium. When you do a water change, you're taking all your beneficial bacteria out of the aquarium, and you're losing all your bacteria. No, the bacteria is not in your water, okay? The bacteria does not live in your water. It lives in your gravel. All your gravel down in here, there's bacteria in the gravel. There's bacteria in your filter. When you're siphoning your gravel and taking out all the junk out of your gravel, you're not taking out your bacteria. Your bacteria is in the gravel. Is clean, and it will cling to that gravel. You won't suck it out. It's going to be clinging to that gravel. It's everywhere in there. It clings to that gravel. You won't suck it out. And in your bacteria in your filter, that's where most of your bacteria is in your filter. But and on your bio oil. But it's all in your gravel bed, everything. So don't go to the pet store asking, I did a 50% water change, and then they'll say, oh well, that's horrible for your aquarium. You just took out all your bacteria. No, you did not. And the other thing is, don't go. If you go to the pet store like Petco, PetSmart, any big pet store chain, they'll tell you only do a 10% water change, because that will do a 10% water change. No, don't do a 10% water change. That's good, but you're only taking out about like what, this much water. What is that going to change? That's not affecting anything, because that's not doing anything for the aquarium, because you're not taking enough water out to even replenish the water, you know. So, but anyway, guys, but what I do after I drain all my water, and clean the gravel and clean my filter okay. Well, I like to do this all together whenever I drain my water, clean and siphon the gravel, and I like to do 50% water changes, and sometimes I'll do a 25% if I don't feel like doing just a huge one, but I do this about once a week too. So that's good to do a water change like once a week or once every 2 weeks. And depending on how dirty your aquarium gets and the amount of fish you have in it. But anyway, before I get off subject, what I was saying is my aquarium, I do the water change, I siphon the gravel, drain the water down, and this is when I like to do my maintenance after I get the water down so low, and I siphon my gravel. Before I fill it back up, I like to go in, clean my filter. If I haven't cleaned it in a while, I'll clean my filter. You don't have to clean your filter every time you do a water changer or clean your tank, because unless it's really huge, unless it's really clogged and really nasty, and you just need to clean it because it's clogged, or change the cartridge or whatever. But this is what I like to do: is get in here, any plants that are in here, algae on the glass, I'll scrape it off, clean it. Trim my plants up here. Make sure they're staying rooted into the gravel. Make sure nothing's uprooted when you're doing your thing. Sometimes my plants get uprooted when I'm doing a water change because the fish go berserk, but that's just the fish. They just happen to be getting... When you do a water change, your fish will get sort of kind of stressed and spooked out, but it's normal for that to happen. Make sure everything's growing right. This huge, massive java fern I got in this aquarium, oh boy. Dude, this java fern is just insane. I'll show it to you guys in the next video, maybe. I'll do a species on it, or I'll do a species video or something, maybe. This is, well, not for now. But anyway, so that's what I do, guys. And, oh, and one thing, I'm not going to be able to show you on the video, but what I do is I like to take my bucket, and then, while you're filling your bucket up, with water, you, fill your bucket up and try to match the water that you're putting into your bucket to your aquarium water. And try to get the temperatures to match the same. And what I do is, and I use a pitcher or something like this. Like this, I use a pitcher or something like this to get the water from the bucket. I pour the water in from the bucket into something like this. And I like to scoop the water out of the bucket with this and pour it into here. And then I pour it into the tank very slowly. And then, and fill it up. And then what I do is I like to put my prime in. Some people, it's okay to do. It's up to you. It doesn't hurt anything. You can put your prime into your bucket of water if you would like, into your 5-gallon bucket of water if you would like, and then put it in the aquarium. Or some people will take fill up the aquarium and then put the prime into the aquarium, which is what I do. I like to fill the aquarium up, and then I'll dose my aquarium for the amount of gallons I have in the aquarium, and that's what I like to do. So. And when your water's down this low and you're doing your maintenance, I like to be real chill with it. Try to get everything real chill. I turn my heater off. I turn my filter off, as you can see. So the heater's not, the filter's not dry running and gonna wear out your motor. And then the filter. And then I turn the heater off so your heater's not dry heating and could crack or something on it. So, well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching my video, and hopefully I'll probably do a species in the next a species on something of one of my plants or something on the next video. So please stay tuned.